guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Belko Builds, and today I'm going to be showing you how to pour a concrete slab for a foundation for a shed. However, I already have a shed here. It's 8 by 10 with about a 3.5 foot overhang. I want to extend it out, get some more room, some more storage, take some stuff out of the garage so I can actually build my dream shop in there. So all we're going to be doing today is pretty much my main objective is to show you guys what I couldn't find for research as of pouring a slab for us DIYers at home. I want to pour a 3 foot by 8 foot slab right here to extend it out to build, a foundation for an extra structure, pretty much. So basically, I'm heading to Home Depot here pretty soon. I got 30 bags of 60 pounders of concrete. I'm getting some rebar to tie into the existing foundation under this shed, just for strength, because I do have some tree roots that we already did cut out, but you never know, it could kind of move your slab and crack it and do some weird stuff. So basically no mixers, no crazy floats and stuff like that. Basically just stuff we can find here DIY and from Harbor Freight, just a cheap little float kit. So I'm going to show you guys how I do it. I hope you enjoy, and we'll see how this turns out. Alrighty guys, as you can see, just got back from Home Depot. Got 30 60-pound bags of concrete, some 2x4 by 12 footers for one's for a screed, then the rest is for framing the concrete. Got some rebar all buried in there, but got our supplies, so we're gonna start grading this thing out, digging it out, get this thing ready for some concrete. Basically what I did here is I laid out my 2x4. This is a 12 footer. I laid it out 3 feet from this little fascia piece. It's going to give me about 1 inch of overhang of concrete outside of the shed, just in case it's not square or anything, however they built it. So what I'm doing, laid that out so I can actually lay a paint mark. I'm going to reference a paint mark over here just so I know where to dig down for my framing for the concrete. Therefore I can adjust it to go level or have some tilt. However, I'm going completely level. I do not need water draining out of this building. The ceilings or the roof is actually already sloped, so I'm not too worried about drainage or anything like that. So I'm just going to run my paint line here. See how much easier it makes it when you actually lay it out and see where your plans are, so you know where to dig, because obviously I can't just set my 2x4 and pour on top of it. I got to dig these down a little bit so it seats completely level with the existing slab that runs under this shed. Maybe you can actually see it a little bit better on this side. So there's the existing pad right here, pretty much just going to butt up right to it. I got to dig this out, and I'm going to start my framing. Guys, well, check this out. This is the 4-piece concrete tool set from Pittsburgh for Harbor Freight otherwise. 11-inch trowel, 14-inch trowel, 6-inch groover, 6-inch edging tool. I did have to file all these edges. They kind of still had a burr from when they, let's say, punched these out of plate or whatever they did. Could have spent a little bit more money, but honestly, trying to keep this on a budget, trying to get this job done so I can make more room for the garage. Although I do want it to look nice, I kind of did, cut this out of the budget a little bit, so I went with a little bit cheaper route and help everyone that's kind of on a DIY budget as well. This corner tool, talking about fixing little things, this edge, as you can see, it flares up on the end there. It also did that in the corner, and I didn't like that, so when I'm running it up and down the framing of the concrete on the outside, I didn't want it to bite into the 2x4 and make it all jaggedy. So I actually smoothed that out, straightened it out on both sides. That should work out good. And like I said, I had to file these down because when they punch these out of plate or whatever they do, I didn't want to leave scratches into the finish of the concrete. But other than that, not too bad for $22 from Harbor Freight. So if you're looking for this set, item number 35433. But just showing you guys what I got. Hopefully these work out. We'll see. Alright guys, so this is after I got the frame all set up. Basically just 2x4 construction. I took some 1x2s, cut a little 45 on the end, staked them into the ground, screwed them into the board. Made sure we're nice and parallel to the shed. I actually went 37 inches, so like I was saying earlier, an inch of overhang just in case the shed's out of square or anything like that that I don't know of at this time. Other than that, everything's laid out square, and we're marked level and level both ways. And again, like I was saying earlier, I'm not putting tilt in the slab or anything like that because, as you can see, the roof's already sloped down for water coming off the top. So, not too worried about that. I'm gonna start grabbing some concrete out of the truck. We'll start loading it. I'll start mixing the stuff up, start pouring the slab in. A couple pieces of rebar laid in here. Clearly I probably didn't buy enough, but you know, it's my first time, wasn't really thinking so clear. So I actually did drill into the existing slab and put the rebar into that. Then just did some 90s on the corners, and then can't really tie all these together, so I kind of just spaced them out evenly, and then as soon as I start pouring, I'll start lifting them into the middle of the actual pour. So just wanted to show you guys that bit there. I ended up sticking those in there. So here's an update on the concrete here. I still got to hand trowel some stuff out. There's some air pockets and, you know, some trowel lines and stuff I got to button up, but I'm waiting for it to cure just a little bit more. It's a little too watery to work. But as you can see in that last video, after we got pretty much a little bit more than what the actual framing would call for, and then we screed it off the excess, then trowed it just a little bit more, screed it off all the excess of that. So now we're down, you can see all the 2x4s, and we're completely level across. So I'm gonna wait for this to cure up. I'm gonna take my edger, run all these edges, and then probably trowel it out a little bit. I might put a broom finish on it, to be honest. Do a broom finish and then picture window it with the edger. So we'll see how this turns out. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far, and get you updated on the next one here. So let it settle for maybe 20-30 minutes. Now I'm hitting all the corners with this edger. And there's one out of that Harbor Freight kit thing. I mean, I'm no concrete guy, but I mean, it seems to do the job that I needed to do. So, I mean, you just see. It's doing real good. I'm really happy with it. So, I'm gonna finish this out. I'm probably gonna end up troweling it one more time, get all these lines out, and then hit it with the edger again, or probably broom finish it, and then hit it with the edger. Create this little picture frame effect. Alrighty guys,